Hi ladies, welcome into Victorian Cowgirl Posh in Sedona, Arizona. I'm Jessica and I get to talk about the latest arrivals in shoes today. So again, our main line of shoes is going to be the Spring Step family. And when we talk about the Spring Step family, we get to talk about a few different brands. And I think I have encompassed 3 of the 4 brands today. So we have Patrizia, we have Azura, we have L'Artiste, and we have Spring Step. And I think Azura is maybe the only one that I don't have in this little grouping today. So that means that you are gonna find a very comfortable shoe, which any of those would be anyway, right? But it just means that we're a little bit more on the feminine approach and artisan approach as well. That L'Artiste line, always some unique touches. But as I look at this mix that I've got in front of me, it's also encompassing fall, great fall comfort, and we're moving into some winter shift as well. So I think we can really work with some of these different pieces throughout the next couple of seasons that we've got. So let me jump in because there's a lot of shoes here, right? So we're starting with some purpley tones, and we've got it in a little pump with a really unique heel, but there's that pointy toe. Some girls, that's what they want. It's not always about comfort with that one. It's almost more about an aesthetic, right? But you need that every once in a while to peek out of a wide leg or whatever it is. This is a beautiful dark purple color, and it's a faux suede. So we've got some unique texture in that one as well. When we go to this one is just solid comfort all the way around. We've got rubberized sole that's going to give us some great grip. We've got some really comfortable leather that's stretching across the front. And then when we look at the sides, you actually, talking about stretch, we've got some elastic there, and then you're just zipping yourself in and out of that piece specifically. So that one is a nice option for just your everyday kind of booty that you would need, but what a fun color, right? So we can pair that up with some of our Johnny Was and some of our different collections that we've brought in already this fall, but coming up in the coming months as well. Now we're moving on to back to Patrizia. We've got a light arch support in this one. Just a great camel color shoe. This is gonna go with so many different fall tone pieces in the store. And I liked that they've done some different texture and a little bit of accenting in metal as well, but just they've given us some interest in, it's not just making it a regular ballet flat, like you actually get to have a cool looking shoe as well. Speaking of cool looking shoes, wow, I loved this piece. I was so excited for this little girl to come into the store. So we have got metallic in kind of almost like a foliage or a brush stroke pattern that goes through there. You have mustard, you have olive green, you have burgundies, you have this cream color, you've got black, of course, underneath. So we've got a lot of beautiful touches on that one. And then it's the Velcro to get us in and out, right? We love that about L'Artiste pieces. I like that they touched it with some silver accenting there. And then, of course, this heel. Wow. Such a fun addition to that. Like, it just totally changes the shoe. So we've got a really cute option there. Kind of in those same color patterns, but a very different look of a shoe is this one. So this one's called Lugged. And you can... It's so fitting, right? Because look at this chunky, funky sole and heel that we have on that one. That one's just a really interesting looking shoe. You get some sheen in this little floral that comes out over the matte black that's underneath. And then they've done some painting almost. It's not just a solid black section here. It's got some greens that come out and some rust and some colors when you really get to see it close. Speaking of, make sure that you take a peek at our Facebook homepage because Deborah takes screenshots, or not screenshots, she takes real photos of these things and she puts them on our Facebook homepage. Sorry, screenshots. Anyway, moving on and continuing with our L'Artiste. Now we've got a booty. This one is black, but you get peaks of color because we've got their common rainbow stitching that they do a lot of times. We've got some cool touches of texture in a couple of the different leather sections on this one, because this is more of your smooth matte leather, right? But then they've incorporated this really cool texture, embossed texture in a couple of different areas. And then if you take a peek down at the bottom, we had one like this last year too. There's teeny tiny little typewriter looking letters. And I love that because, you know, who does that on a boot? Well, L'artiste does, and it's just super cool when you actually get to see little details like that. I love the metallic and the wood looking heel in addition on that piece. Zipping yourself in and out of that one. Some of these also you're going to be able to see in some of our recent, coming up and past photos that we've taken for our other outfits. Like Lissé, I know I was able to incorporate a lot of these, and we'll be doing some in the coming weeks as well. Now this girl, we're getting into our taller boots, right? So we've got a great grip on the bottom of this one, not a very high heel. So this one's a pretty nice flat profile. And this one is faux leather, ladies. It has a great look to it. Like, it looks more elevated than what it actually would be. Wish I could tell you a price, but I didn't write a price on this one. So I just wanted to point out they've got a cool little Sherpa lining, or, you know, like that little fuzzy faux lamb's wool kind of thing that they've done on the outside of that. You are zipping yourself in and out of this boot. The tie only has to be done once, fortunately. So we love that about their boot styles as well. But that's going to be a perfect boot for coming months. This one, so cute and stylish. I had recently had this one on with one of our Effie's heart skirts, and it was to the T. Just such a perfect match. We have matte sections of this beautiful floral. It's like a smooth, it almost feels like a faux suede. And then they've got this shiny section in a couple of different areas as well. And so they just do such a great job of making everything interesting. Now, you are zipping yourself in and out of this boot, but I wanted to point out that there is just a little bit of adjustment in this section. Am I right? I thought there was on this one. I might be wrong now. Never mind. Scratch that one. Back to the coffee, right, Jessica? So anyway, we get some cool little buckles that go across this boot. She is just a cutie. I love that little touch of fabric that they've wrapped over part of the heel there. And then coming back to almost your everyday fall, winter around here. You in Minnesota, Northeast, whatever. No, I understand. You wouldn't need to wear this in 2 feet of snow, but this girl is, again, a faux leather. I had a girl come in the other day. She thought it was suede. She thought it was leather. No, keeping costs down. They've done a great job with some faux. This one, again, a little bit flatter profile that we're stepping into, and we are zipping ourselves in and out of that one. So here's our latest collection. What size do you need? What questions can I answer? Shoot me some of those in Facebook Messenger, and we'll be talking to you soon. Thank you.